We begin very simple in a saucepan with a cup of cream and also a cup of milk. And the cooking procedure for this now, very simple, is called bring to a scald. And what a lot of people don't realize at home, be very careful of doing that unless you want to decorate your kitchen or your house, because cream with all the butter fat in there and the milk, if it boils over, you're in serious trouble. Step number 2, I have some beautiful, delicious white chocolate that I've just cut up with a knife in pieces. If you want to buy the morsels, you can do that as well. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our cream and milk mixture that's come up to a scald, almost to a boil, and now what we're going to do is we're going to pour that over our white chocolate.
So,
yeah.
How come you do that first before adding the eggs? I mean, how come you do that step?
Eggs, what people don't realize, are a natural stabilizing and a natural leavening agent. And the leavening agent is what sort of makes it poofy. So a lot of things in baking, particularly when you're baking with formulas. When you're cooking with recipes. So Judy can go, hey, I like more tarragon, or hey, I want to add a little brandy, and that's fine. But you can't do that when you're baking with formulas, particularly when you're doing gluten-free baking.
Definitely.
It's very, very touchy. All right, and I'm going to show you why. Why we're doing this is because we're letting the scalded milk and cream dissolve the chocolate.
Right.
Meanwhile, the next important thing, I have plastic on this because I don't want the air to crystallize and get sort of that little skim on it, right? So what I'm going to do first is take the egg yolks with sugar, and you want to really, really dissolve naturally the sugar with the egg yolks. And you really don't be afraid to beat it. And you can do this with an electric beater as well. Fresh grated nutmeg. And now what we're going to do is once we get this, and you know, sometimes they'll say that you should beat it till it's pale. So it's just really aerating is what it's doing. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this mixture. And folks, this is a hot mixture. So that's why I have a stainless bowl. I don't have a glass bowl because I had that scalding milk and cream. Slowly, we're going to drizzle this, ladies, into our egg yolk mixture while we're just whisking, sort of like making a hollandaise sauce. If you've ever done that, you got to kind of do it slow. Pour this now through a sieve, a strainer. And what we're doing is any milk solids that weren't dissolved inside of the chocolate mixture, we're eliminating them right now. So we're eliminating them, we're passing them through. That's done. Now comes the fun part. I have lined here a pan with my ramekins, but you can see how I have a clean cloth towel in the bottom of this. This is a little tip. It's going to prevent them from sliding all over the place. Now, here's the key. What I do is I take one out. What I have, to answer your question, is some piping hot water. And what I'm doing is I'm adding the water right to this now. And you want to get them about at least a third of the way up. So I've got these absolutely perfect. To answer your question now, am I worried about the water? No, because what happens is the water's nice and warm now. We're going to bake these for about 55 minutes. And that's what I have them right here at this stage. They've been here for about 2 hours. Now, to serve them. Really simple. Today, this morning, went to the market and beautiful raspberries were there. So I chose raspberries, hoping that everybody loves raspberries. It could be blackberries, it could be blueberries, it could be whatever. So what I want to do to serve these, I'm going to do a nice dollop of whipped cream. And then what we're going to do is take that whipped cream now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This one's mine. So I just do a little more whipped cream. All right, ladies, I'll be fair.
They were moms.
Okay, that's right. And moms deserve to be spoiled.
That's right. Thank you.
Now, here's what we're going to do. Real simple, guys. A few beautiful raspberries. I like 4.
Because we're going to be counting.
Yes. Well, you know what? When you're doing presentation, it's sometimes important to either have off numbers or, but I don't want to get too technical. Stick with 4.
I've got a question.
Yes.
What's the best way to keep raspberries from going bad so quickly in the refrigerator? I find mine get moldy so quickly.
They go very quickly.
Yeah.
There's not a lot that you can do. We're hoping that at the grocery store, at the market, that they're picked pretty fresh and sent to us pretty fresh. They're one of the berries that go quick. They're the quickest to go, is the raspberries. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to finish these with just a little powdered sugar and a little bit of mint. So there we have our pot de crème